What's up, TTFF people, and welcome to the Tucson Family Food Project. I'm your host, Mr. Steve. Today's recipe is a riff off something I do all the time. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, the base of this recipe comes together very quickly and easily, and you can use lots of different ingredients as substitutions. And it's a great way to utilize vegetables that have been sitting in your fridge that you need to use quickly. On top of all of that, this meal is nutrient dense, easy to make, and cheap. And for my student athletes out there, this will check the box of so many different nutrients. So it's a great recipe to work into your rotation. So get ready, because this week we are making a dense bean salad. In your meal kit this week, you have 12 ounces of chickpeas, a third of a cup of extra virgin olive oil, 3 ounces of feta cheese, a half a cup of pistachios, 2 tablespoons of fresh dill, 3 tablespoons of diced onion, 1.5 tablespoons of lemon juice, and a half a pound of asparagus. And to make this week's recipe, all you're going to need is a frying pan, a 1 tablespoon measuring spoon, a wooden spoon, and a large bowl. Just like every recipe, the first thing I'm going to do is start by washing my hands. And for this recipe, I'm going to start by taking 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil out of the container and putting it into my frying pan. This is what we're going to use to cook the asparagus, and the rest of the oil is going to be used for our dressing. To make the dressing, I'm just going to put my diced onions into the extra virgin olive oil. I'm also going to go ahead and add the 1.5 tablespoons of lemon juice, as well as a pinch of salt and a dash of pepper. We're going to put this in the fridge for about 10 minutes while we work on the rest of our salad to let these flavors come together. So at this point, we're just going to put the lid on, give it a good shake, and then we'll put this in the fridge for about 10 minutes. So the only thing we're going to be cooking in this dish is the asparagus. So I'm going to start by heating up the 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil we set aside up until it is shimmery. So right here I'm trying to show you the shimmer of the oil, that it's nice and hot and ready to go. This looks great. So into this, I'm going to go ahead and add in our asparagus. And we're just going to cook this for about 5 minutes. We want it to be tender, but we still want the asparagus to have a little bit of that fresh snap to it. So I'm going to go ahead and time lapse this so you can see what it's going to end up looking like. But I'm just going to stir it every so often. And right here at the beginning, I'm also going to hit it with a pinch of salt. Alright, after 5 minutes, your asparagus should look something like this. Now I'm just going to set it aside and let it cool down a bit while we assemble our salad. And assembling the salad is super simple. So now that I've let the asparagus cool down just a little bit, still a little bit warm, we're going to put that into a bowl along with all of our other ingredients. So in go the chickpeas. I'm also going to throw in here the feta cheese. So one of the big things is don't salt this until you taste it, because feta is a very salty cheese. You'll see that it's going to bring its own type of flavor to the dish, so make sure you taste it before you salt it. Then we'll just throw the pistachios and the dill in there, as well as our dressing that has been sitting in the fridge for just about 10 minutes now. So we're going to cover all this in dressing, and then we're going to toss it and get ready to taste. Alright, time for my favorite part of the video, the taste test. Now, before I add any salt to this, I'm going to taste it first, because feta cheese is a very salty cheese by itself. It actually sits in like this salty brine. So it's gonna add a lot of salt to it already. So I'm gonna taste it once. If it needs salt, I'll add it, but I don't wanna do it too early because I don't wanna over salt it. All right, here we go. Heck yeah, that was good. I actually think this could go for even a little bit more lemon juice. If you have a lemon at home, or lime, or even a grapefruit, I think would actually work well in this. I'm not gonna add any additional salt to this. The feta did a great job in kind of amplifying that flavor, but this is really good. I'm getting the asparagus, of course, the dill comes through. I was worried that the dill might be a little strong, but it actually works really well in there. The chickpeas, the pistachios give it a really nice crunch. And of course the feta comes through, as well as that dressing that we made. And if you're wondering, you don't really get like an onion taste. Like it's not like an oniony type of dressing. It just kind of adds a little bit of additional flavor to it. All right, so there is our dense bean salad. Now, some of my favorite things about this recipe is it doesn't have to be these ingredients. So similar like last week, you can do whatever you want with this. If you don't want to use asparagus, you can use like broccoli, any type of greens really. It doesn't have to be chickpeas, it can be whatever type of beans. It doesn't have to be feta, it can be whatever kind of cheese you want. It's just a very simple recipe that you can use all kinds of different ingredients with. Another really cool thing about this recipe is that it will stay good in the fridge for like 3 to 4 days, and every day it will keep getting more and more flavorful. It's almost like chili. Like when you eat chili, like that first day is the least amount of flavor you're gonna get. Day 2 and day 3, the flavor concentrates the longer all the ingredients sit together. So throw this in the fridge, even on day 1. Feel free to throw it in the fridge for maybe a couple hours and see how it changes the flavor. But this will stay good in the fridge for a while, and this is really good to meal prep. So you can make a big batch of this and eat it over the course of a few days, and it will be just fine. I hope you all enjoyed this recipe. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I love, appreciate, and respect all of you, and I will see you right back here next week with another delicious recipe. So until then,